What'd you say?
Can we not talk about it now? I don't want to talk
we
about
just
it
talking.
now.
Pretend the camera's not there. Just say what you just said.
I just feel like when it comes to dogs, when they have puppies, you don't know what the puppy's gonna look like until it's born. So with Rennie litter, we bred Draco, and they all came out. Nova looks different from Gunna. Gunna look different from Ice. They all look different. Let's jump to Sky's litter. She had Sandy. She don't look like Ida. Ida don't look like Raina. Raina, yes, looks like Lee. And if you wanted to say Max is a mixture of Ida and Hazel because of the color and the thickness, but minus the shortness, because Hazel is much shorter.
Them two are the freakiest.
It's just like you don't know what you're gonna get until, and like when we saw KiKi growing up, we didn't know KiKi was gonna be that wide and that big. Only as she grew up, she just became this big piglet. And then you have KiKi, who just had kids, and she has one chocolate, that's her. She has a little mini, which is Twix. Now she's gonna probably be like Hazel. She's gonna be short and fat, not tall, because she ain't as tall as Mahogany and Tootsie. They're not as big. They're bigger. But Twix could change. Twix can start getting bigger, like how Sandy got bigger when we thought Sandy was gonna be tiny.
Right.
Sandy's not tiny. Sandy's, just as big as Lee, but short. In my opinion.
But you understand the whole point of like trying to get all of them to be consistent, all to look alike, all to be the same shape, size, things like that. That's not easy. And you only start getting that once you start line breeding. You don't take an outcross and you get all consistent like that. That's like rare to none. That's like hitting the lotto.
I just, you don't know what you're gonna get until the puppies get there. And even after the puppies get there, you still don't know what their outcome is gonna be until they get a certain age. You can't say, and you can't look at the puppy and say, this one, this is it. This gonna be a fire puppy. It might not be. You only see that. All puppies look good in the first 2-3 weeks. They nice, they thick, they got body. After a while, come later, you got a what do you call it, like a terrier-like dog. Now they look terrier-like. They don't look like what you would say your breed type.
They call that the lengthy stage.
Screw the lengthy stage. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. Same thing with what's his name? Reek. We thought Reek was gonna be a nice little fat little puppy, because that's what he was when he was a puppy. Reek not even 1 year old yet. It's 1 year. No, they're not. I don't know when that was.
Well, he about 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah,
and he's still lanky. He ain't gonna get no weight. He's gonna be what he is. He's just gonna, he's gonna gain weight and get fat, but he's not gonna be the breed type of what you would call.
You don't think he will at the least look like his daddy? Because if you remember, Ghost, he went through a lengthy stage too.
Not like that. I got videos, I got pictures of Ghost growing up. I was there. I brought him in this world. He's bigger. I don't think.
But that's the point of why we
reselling,
we rehoming him, because we picked the wrong one. And like I said, that was my fault. Big Meech was the one that we should have held on to. But like I was saying, doing the pockets and the exotics, I see more it's in the genetics, right? Like if they don't go through no lengthy stage like that. They just go through a puppy stage, because from like when they turn 4 weeks to 6 weeks, it's like that's like a lengthy stage, or they do a lot of changing then. But that 10 to 18 weeks or 10 24 weeks, that's different.
Yeah.
That's
they are always thick and short. Oh, not say so much short, but they're always, I think, the thickest.
But if they're gonna have bone and they're gonna be like that, you're gonna see it at 10 weeks.
Only at 10 weeks. You won't know before that, because they may have it before the 10 weeks and then
disappear.
And it
Like
disappear right in front of your eyes, and it's like, well, Dad, you watched this dog grow up. Not grow up, but go through the weeks, the stages during the weeks, and as the weeks go on, they're no longer thick. Right. They're growing into their body, and whatever stretch limit I guess their body is, either they're gonna get fat or they're just gonna get tall and not gain no weight. There's skinny dogs, there's fat dogs. There's skinny women, there's fat women. I guess just like how if you lose weight or your body, what does it say? Your metabolism only allows you, no matter how much you eat, to be skinny, then you're just gonna be skinny.
Right.
No matter how much you eat. But then you have others.
So you don't believe in overfeeding them to make them have weight type, breed type?
No, I think if the dog gonna eat, the dog gonna eat. If the dog is full, the dog is not gonna eat. I don't think whatever that dog's body mass is to be, I feel like it's going to be. Because you feed the dog every day, all day, you eat. It ain't like the dog not eating and the dog ain't gaining no weight. The dog eat. The dog body temperature, the body mass is not meant to gain weight. That's where I feel like the breed type thing comes in. Because either, just like like a German Shepherd. You're not going to see a German Shepherd as thick as an American Bully.
Right.
They'll be tall. They'll be thick. But you ain't going to never get that bulge of a body no matter how much you feed that German Shepherd.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like that part. Like I don't think it matters. Whatever you feed the dog, you feed three times a day, the dog going to eat. Whatever the dog don't. When the dog is 1 year old and is a certain weight, and the dog is 5 years old and a certain weight, when the dog get 10 years old, if the dog lived that long, it ain't gonna look like a cow. It's gonna still be the same weight, because that's the weight that is meant for that dog to look like for the life of the dog. I don't think how feeding the dog. Yeah, you can feed the dog. You feed the dog certain things, and the dog will gain weight, and body may change in that aspect. Yes, I could go with that. But I don't think that like overfeeding. I don't think there's no such. I mean, there is a such thing as overfeeding, because your dog just might be greedy. That's just like people.
Yeah.
You see the food.
I think more the exotics are greedy.
And if you're human and you're hungry and you buy everything that you thought your mind want, but then as soon as you eat it, you done put 2 spoons, 3 spoons in your mouth, and you're satisfied. You're not that hungry. But yeah, you can still eat. Yeah. You can still eat like a buffet. You go to buffet, you get 1 plate.
So would you say that the exotics are more because it's not hungrier, it's just greedy?
Yeah, they're greedy. They want to eat.
Would you say that the exotics are more greedier, the pockets are more greedier, or the standards are more greedier? Who's the greediest?
I mean, I just feel like we always had dogs that like to eat, so I can't answer that honestly, because they all eat. You put food in front of them, they're going to eat. Now, some of them will just not eat. Like, okay, maybe I do have an answer for that. The exotics, I want to say, once they eat, they satisfied. You can still have a bowl of food in front of them, and they probably won't touch it. Like Hazel, Ida, them. They probably
I
want to
saw that. They
But
like-
Kit Kat will finish all her food. She's going to finish all her food. She's not going to leave no food
I noticed they
behind.
like to drink the water more than the food. And it was like, that's why I fed them the way I was feeding them the 2 times a day, or 1 time a day, because they would drink the water and it swell up. Some of them throw up the water. They just wanted to, like I said, the greediness, like they just wanted to have it. I don't know, and I couldn't tell whether, and it didn't even when they all together, even because it's like, I had it when I had the bowl of water all together and they drank, and then they had it separately first. So separately, they gonna drink and devour it. They get out, and with the others, they drink and devour it. So I didn't think it was, because of all of them, they wanted to just try to devour it because they didn't know it was gonna be no more left. But
No, I don't think that. I think they know that they're going to eat at some point. So they know that. I don't think they think that. They know they're going to eat. They know
and what
somebody
about
gonna feed
what about the temperament? Do you think the temperament is like genetic? Like they born with it?
I think so, because we don't have no bad temperament dogs. We've never had a dog that we would say, oh, we got to get rid of it because of the temperament. We've never experienced in all the litters that I've brought into this world. We've never had that issue, so I can't. Our dog's temperament are our dog's temperament because of the.
I got a question for you.
Why I want to say because I guess all the moms is what we had, not really the boys.
Why do they